Melissa, thank you. And can I just add my endorsement to what a wonderful thing it is that we are here to discuss Australian diplomacy. I often worry that we in Australia pay a great deal of attention to a lot of other countries in the world, and we don't really pay enough attention to our own foreign policy and our own diplomacy. So I think this is a terrific collaboration between the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, the Australian Institute of International Affairs, the ANU and Bond University, and I congratulate you and the other people who have made this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, the primary objective of this symposium is to generate an edited collection that will go into a special journal issue of the Australian Journal of International Affairs, the premier journal of international affairs here in Australia. This will come out in early 2016, edited by Melissa, Caitlin Byrne and Sue Harris-Rimmer. It will also have excellent papers by Mike Callaghan and Fergus Hanson, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today. The symposium more broadly is about providing a platform for discussion, debate, for the development of ideas, for practitioners and academics and thinkers to come together to discuss the papers and to discuss the challenges and opportunities of Australian diplomacy more broadly. Our desire is very much to strengthen a community of people who are interested in and concerned with Australian diplomacy, really of a community of those who care about Australian diplomacy. As Melissa said, the academic speakers will be recorded. However, the practitioners and question periods will be conducted under the Chatham House rule to encourage frank and fearless debate. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome debate and critique, and I urge everyone to take this in the spirit of an open gathering, not to take offence or to think that any of the criticisms of Australian diplomacy, past or present, are meant as dismissals. Sue's written here in my notes, if there is to be personal abuse, let it be directed at the Australian cricket team. Now, my main task this morning is to introduce my former boss, Peter Varghese, the Secretary of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. Peter has been Secretary of DFAT since December 2012, and those of us who follow Australian foreign policy have watched Peter's tenure as Secretary of the Department with great interest and a great deal of optimism. From Peter's very first speech to the Department, which was leaked, I think, by some people who were very excited by it, Peter put a premium on ideas and the encouragement of debate and diverse worldviews within the Department. I can also say that Peter has encouraged more than any other secretary that I can remember the openness of DFAT and the willingness of DFAT to engage with the broader community, with academics, with think tanks, and I think this has led to, in my impression at least, a real effervescence within the department. Peter has a long and distinguished career behind him. He was Australia's High Commissioner in New Delhi. He was Director General of the Office of National Assessments, and before that he was Senior Advisor International to Prime Minister John Howard. He served as Australia's High Commissioner to Malaysia from 2000 to 2002, and he was the author of the first Australian Foreign Policy White Paper back in 1997. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Peter Varghese.